Do you want to learn how to make crazy slimy creations? Well, you've come to the right place because as you can see here, you can make this slime with only Tide and Elmer's glue. Or you can make this slime, you can make this slime with way more things. It's kind of more, it's cool because of all the things you're adding and all the things you're making, and it all comes down to one single slime. So in this recipe, it tells you the recipe, part A and part B. And today we are going to make this slime. It's strictly slime. You can make this slime. It is green slime. It's not supposed to be stretchy, it's just supposed to be fine, like this. So as you can see right here in the picture. Right? And it's really fun to play with. I mean, I know your friends are gonna like it at school because my friends like it at school. So it shows you the picture over here. Now let's start making. You need 1 cup of these, 2 bowls, a mixing tool, and of course, a measuring, your recipes, don't forget them, move all the things out of the way that we're not going to need, glue, of course that's the main thing, right, and your, I guess it's kind of like food coloring, but not really, and a measuring cup. So move everything over here. You can use them too, but I like to use these. Right? And let's move this slime out of the way. And this Tide and this glue. Now, we're all done to this. Now, I like to read this sometimes, even if I do have it in memory, because I want to make sure that everything is correct. So, number 1 says, measure 10 millimeters of white glue using the supplied measuring cup and pour it into a bowl. This is going to be our bowl, right? This is like a plate. We are going to use this though. So this is the measuring cup and this is the glue. So we're going to open it like this because we don't want to. Make sure it's coming out. Right? Okay. Now, you find millimeters, that's cc, that's, I don't know what that is, millimeters. And it says measure 10 millimeters. So it's going to be about right here. So all you need to do is do this until you see it going all the way up to 10 millimeters. Almost there, guys, almost there. We are there. So, I need just a little more. So I like to not hold it off because then it's harder. I like to just do this, see the 10, and go all the way up. Okay, so that's 10 millimeters of glue. Now we're not going to use glue, so we just close it up anymore and put it on the side. You don't have to use crazy art because it says crazy slimy creations. You can also use Elmer's glue. But today I'm going to use crazy art. So we have our 10 millimeters and it says to pour it into a bowl. This is going to be our bowl. And remember guys, once you do this, you need to roll up your sleeves because you don't want to get anything on your sleeves. So you dump it in here. And you use your tool to get almost every glue out. That's right, we also need water. All the glue we can get out. You can make 30, even more, but it doesn't really have to be only 10. You can use the whole bottle of glue if you want. Okay. So now, since we are ready, so for the next step, it says 30 millimeters. We did that, right? Pour into the same bowl as the glue. Measure 1.4 teaspoon of neon or glow. So it says so right there on the box. Even here, neon is the orange one and glow is the green one. So which one do you think it is? It's a really tough choice because I choose glow. So it's gonna be green, right? So it says, open it up, the glow, right? And it says measure 1/4 teaspoon. So we're gonna put half of this in the water. So we just do this like this. Right, until it looks like it's half. That is perfect. Half. And if it's too much, you can always just dump it into the cup. The plate, I mean, that's what it's for, right? Oh, too much. Oops, it is. Perfect. And it says to dump it in the concrete and add it to the bowl with glue, right? So you add it to the bowl. By the way, before you do that, you scrape as much as you can because chances are it will not stay there. Dump it. Done. Now, you put it there. Put it there, right? And then it says stir the mixture. So stir it until it looks pretty good for you. So it's getting a little greenish, more greenish. So it's a light greenish, all right? Maybe you can get some right here, stir like that. You want to tap it there, right? So now we're done. And then for part B, we put everything out of the side, but we are gonna need a little measuring cup. Close this, because we're not gonna need this anymore. In our next bowl, we're gonna need measure teaspoon of slime making powder. So we're gonna need this, and it's okay if it's right here, if the little thing is still right there, because we're still gonna use that right there. But I like to make sure, and I use this because you're supposed to get this dirty. So a little, because not too much of the powder, right? So then you grab this, and again, half, because this is 1/4, and this is actually 1.5, something like that. So half of it. I think that's 10 amounts, right? And make sure not to pour anything. Put in the cup and the plate that we're gonna use. Dump it in here. It's okay if you get some of that out of there. Make sure you dump every little thing. It's okay if it's green. Right? And then it says measure 15 millimeters of hot water. It doesn't have to be hot water. So 15 millimeters. 15 millimeters, where's the millimeters? There it is. So it's going to be almost at the top, but not really. So like that. Right? And then we dump it in here. And it's okay if it's green. And then once powder, you make sure, make sure that everything is just water. It just has to be water. Right? And it says to dump it in there once you are done, because it will start mixing it once you dump it in there, and it will become a little thicker like this. That has how it's becoming. And you mix it, you mix it, you mix it, you mix it until you feel that it's becoming slime. mix it really good. You grab all the edges and all of it like that. And you feel it, and there's your slime, guys. So if it's a little watery, that's alright, because you can always make another one. And that one, try not to make it a little watery. So then, you might want to like grab this a little, dump it in there. Right. And there's your slime. It's jiggly slime, that's the whole point. So thank you for watching, and let's dump it in there. And have a crazy slimy day. Bye.